Hi, good evening. Good evening,
Hi.
everybody. Thank you for coming in today to our live Facebook live show. And we have so much to share today. And we have a very important guest here, Tom Silver, all the way from United States. Tom is the president of the United States Board of Clinical Hypnosis, and he is coming here to Kuala Lumpur this July 17th to come and bring scientific hypnosis to Malaysia. In fact, Tom is on his tour all over Asia, from Malaysia going to China, and eventually he's going to Canada, and he's doing his tour this year. He just came back from Holland. So, Tom, how are you, Tom? Say hi to the Malaysians and everyone who's listening.
Hi, everyone in Malaysia. I'm so glad to introduce myself to you and tell you how amazing scientific hypnosis is. Right now, I'm in Portland, Oregon, and you can see behind me, and I'm teaching an exclusive course for the medical doctors, for the anesthesiologists, for some various psychologists, psychiatrists, and some hypnotists, hypnosis or hypnotherapists that really want to understand and be able to access the greatest technology in hypnosis in modern times. So it's so exciting to be on this call with Julian. He's so amazing, and I'm so thankful. Thank you so much for
Ah,
inviting me to Malaysia. Thank you, Julian.
Tom, I'm going to keep this whole Facebook live show very casual. Yet we want to send the news to everybody to why you should be in this training program. So, Tom, let me ask you a question. What was your choice? Why did you choose to be a hypnotist?
Well, I chose to be a hypnotist because I studied a lot of different areas of science and psychology and medicine. And I chose to be a hypnotist because I found that hypnosis was probably the most empowering science that could be used as its own separate in helping people better their lives, remove certain emotions or chemical imbalances or habits or addictions. But I also realized that hypnosis was a tool and a methodology, really a technology, that can be incorporated into all those other various accepted modern sciences. And so that's when I studied hypnosis officially, professionally, at an institute and a school for a long period of time, full year study, 5 years internship and clinical work. And then I also decided that we need to understand hypnosis more scientifically, more biomedically. And that's why for these 38 years, I've advanced the science by testing scientific research and validating and proving with medical doctors and other types of therapists the most exciting, successful methods and formulas that work. And I wanted to be able to share this, especially in Malaysia, because it's important that not just that we learn these techniques, but that we professionally can integrate them into our practices and then also incorporate our work into the medical psychological field. And the only way to do that is to understand the technology of hypnosis, ERT, emotion replacement therapy, EEG, brainwave frequency activation or modulation, neurofeedback. And that's been my mission. And my mission now is this world tour, and I'm focusing on Malaysia because I believe all of you in Malaysia, Singapore, Thailand, Vietnam, all these other countries, in Indonesia, China, I believe that you folks are really the true leaders of the science of hypnosis, and that's why I'm coming there, because I want to teach you everything that I've created, everything that's based on science, and I want to know that Malaysia is a fertile starting place. It's almost like the birth. It's the birthplace of scientific hypnosis technology, and that's
Wow.
why I'm coming there. Yeah.
Well, Tom, one of the things I want to ask you, actually, you have answered is uh, you're now on your tour 2023, and you're out there to bring this knowledge on upgrading hypnosis. As you know, hypnosis in Asia had always been linked to all kinds of, they call it myths, and people are thinking it's hocus pocus. And when you talk to me about hypnosis, you have been putting hypnosis in such a scientific platform, yes, that it's very cutting edge, it's very detailed, and I've been a hypnotherapist for 23 years, and I can see
Hmm.
the difference in the syllabus that you're talking about, yes, compared to what has been very traditionally taught in many institutes, and sometimes we call it guru-based training. So one of the things I want to ask you is, um, in scientific hypnosis, what is the key differentiation? What differentiates it from traditional hypnosis?
Thanks for that question, Julian. There's a number of things that differentiate it. Number one, let's talk about the language, the linguistics of hypnosis. The language of hypnosis has been used, it's been the same language for about 100, 150 years or so. But it's really not the real true science of hypnosis language. So I redefine the language. I actually instruct you and teach you on the language of medical and mental science as it relates to hypnosis technology. And the reason I say
Okay.
technology is because the mind is technology. The activity within the mind is technology. The computer I'm communicating to you right now on is technology. So I first re educate people who have already been trained in the aspects of hypnosis word language to a new acceptable language in the medical, scientific, in the real world, language that people can understand. So I'm taking it out of the mystical or the confusion language, or even the impression that hypnosis is something that it's not, because it's not magic, it's not psychic, it's none of that. It's technology. So that's number one. Number two, I've been working with medical doctors all these years. I've been working and testing and validating various aspects of changes of brainwave activity of the brain itself. And this is
Okay.
what I teach in the course. This is what you'll be learning when you come to my course. You'll be learning this. You'll be practicing these techniques. You'll be using EEG, electroencephalograph brainwave frequency modulation, demodulation technology. So I also now redefine hypnosis as a science of, we can call it neurochemical, neuroelectrical changes within the brain, and how those stimulate and destimulate the outer nervous systems, the inner nervous systems, the chemicals produced through the limbic system. And so you're learning the real biology and psychology and technology of hypnosis. And that's what's so exciting about this, is that I have worked with licensed scientific people. In fact, we have a gentleman, Dr. Lutz, coming to the course from Germany. So in our course, Dr. Lutz, you'll see a surgeon that spent 20 years getting his medical degree in this specific surgery process, that has already trained with me, that's so excited about coming back and reinforcing the technology that he's flying all the way from Germany to Malaysia to be here with all of us. So I think it's really important. I mean, I can go on and talk about what else you're going to be learning, because I mean, there's a whole palette of techniques and methods and processes, all based on science. But I'm going to be teaching it to you. You're going to be practicing it and getting real good in the classroom, and then be certified through the United States Board of Clinical Hypnosis. And so, again, this course is so amazing. There's no course around the world that is as advanced as this course. That's why I think people should attend it. And at the same time, we're going to be able to create this scientific organization where we're all working together and we're all
So,
becoming successful. Yes.
when you had the Facebook, sorry, when you had this live talk with the Singapore team just earlier on, last month, I remember you
Yes.
saying that all the participants who come for this training and they learn in this course, you're going to be following up with them with some live sessions. It's like continuous progressive development, just to make sure that you're not one teacher just flew in to did a 5 day program and then you went missing. No, you told us that you're going to journey with all these participants to make sure that they are thoroughly into scientific hypnosis, and they're constantly in contact with you through your CPD program together with United States Board of Clinical Hypnosis Asia and also our association, Malaysian Professional Hypnotherapy Association. That's true.
That is more than true. I don't just teach you my methodology and then I walk away like all the other training courses and you can't get a hold of me and I'm missing in action nowhere or no one knows where I'm at. I will continue to educate you, to work with you personally, to answer certain questions you might have about your clientele or patients. I will be continuously having webinar meetings with you or Zoom meetings where we are always integrated, we're always engaged, where I to um, continue to advance your educational empowerment of scientific hypnosis, even showing and explaining to you the live sessions and work that I'm doing live in real time. So this is so valuable. I mean, this training curriculum is so valuable. It's so much more than just going to a training course and leaving confused. It's going to a training course, redefining your expert's ability, teaching you technology, and then also continuing to pass on everything that I know and have developed to you. And there's no things that are going to be missing. There's not going to be any little things for me to try to sell you on another training course. I don't do that. I want you to be I want you to be as good as me and maybe even better than me. And I know through the course in Malaysia, you're going to be able to acquire that professional knowledge.
Tom, that's great, Tom. You know why? Um, as we progress into getting participants into this training course in July, yes, we have many participants who are a little bit concerned on the pricing, the value, and what are they getting. Well, I just want to say this on behalf of our association that's organizing it, MPHA. Yes, when we know that in United States such a cost is 10,000 USD. Yes,
Yes.
and Tom, we thank you for bringing here such a gift at a lower price. Now listen to this. In China, the price is in US dollar and it's much more higher. How much is
Seven to
it?
eight, they're going to be each student, because I'm giving a little discount in China, will be paying between 7 to 8 thousand US dollars worth of Chinese money. In my private courses, it's $10,000 for a
Okay.
5 day course. And look at what we're charging for,
So,
look what we're giving it away for in Malaysia.
So in Malaysia, what we have done is we have worked simply because I'll tell you why. Tom has decided that Malaysia is going to be the hub of United States Board of Clinical Hypnosis. This is where
Yes.
it's going to branch out into entire Asia in the coming years. So this is the first batch. You guys are going to be the first batch of Tom Silver trained participants. But the beauty is you're going to be trained personally with and physically with Tom in front of you in that course. In the future, Tom will be offering this course all over Asia in a very hybrid manner, but the price will definitely not won't be the same as what you're going to get now in the training. Definitely not, because you know why? United States Board of Clinical Hypnosis Asia and our association MPHA has subsidized the early bird price at 8,000. Very soon, we have 20 more seats for you guys to take up, and then it will go. The subsidy is over. So please, at 8,000, you're getting a United States education. You're getting trained by the world's number one hypnotherapist, Tom Silver, with all his scientific experience. And you're going to get, after post training, CPD trainings too by Tom personally. What else do you want? If you look at all the local hypnotherapy costs that's in town today, range between 4 to 10,000 or more. But you're getting in between a world class person coming all the way to KL for the first time. I would tell you it's time for you to go to the link below and start signing up because we are filling seats now. And there's only 20 more we're going to subsidize for early bird at 8,000, and after that it's going up. So get your seats, rush, and this is a value you never get. Just for your information, I heard about Tom Silver 23 years ago. How I knew about him was I bought a copy of the book from MPH, and and it has always been my dream to meet Tom because I saw his techniques was very fast, rapid, and he was doing it accurately. Especially
Yes.
you should know something. If you're a hypnotherapist, also you're listening today. Tom is America's favorite TV hypnotist. The television. If you I've been in television before, and I know television or media will always challenge you, and they
Yes.
put him to the test right in front of the camera. I remember there was one where he helped out a lady who had fear of flying, and
Yes.
he did the hypnosis, and the TV took her straight to the plane and put her up on a plane. So that it's a proof of concept where you're given no chance. You got to make sure your hypnosis works, and the lady's on the flight, and she gave such a good review. Now it may seem like it's oh, it's just hypnosis. But you know what? It takes a lot of technique, it takes a lot of careful thoughts, structure to put such hypnosis into a very results orientated proof of concept. So here's the guy who's on all the television shows in America, and he's going to be here in Kuala Lumpur. So, Tom, um, what I want to ask you is what is the best gift you're going to give to the participants when you're down here?
Okay, let me add to one thing about that TV show because it was a mother and a daughter who had complete panic disorders for flying on jet planes, and they wanted to visit some relatives they hadn't seen for over 10 years. And I used the technique that's under hypnosis technology called ERT, emotion replacement therapy, which is a process within itself that I have developed for over 20 years that I'm also teaching you and certifying you in that process.
Yes,
So, emotion replacement therapy was able to delete the emotional effects, the neurochemical effects from the past, and then reprogram in their subconscious computers a new feeling, a new freedom, a new life change, and they were able within 2 sessions to be free forever from that past disorder. So, in the course, I am also, as a bonus, teaching and certifying you as an emotion replacement technologist in the emotion replacement technique. And that'll be also on your certification. So you're actually acquiring more than just training in scientific hypnosis. You're acquiring also the knowledge and ability and technology of a process within itself called ERT. And so the other thing I'm real happy about and excited about is that I will be personally training Julian and the staff, the key staff from MPHA. I will be training them as the new directors of full Asian operations, where Julian is the CEO. He's the one. He's the one now that will be carrying my message, that will be carrying the technology, that will continue to do the fine, amazing work, training, research, education, re-education. And so the whole aspect of scientific hypnosis is going to be born right there in Malaysia, and you're going to be part of that. I mean, how fantastic is that? You're going to be part of a whole science, almost like you're going to be part of this whole history of medical scientific hypnosis. That's what I'm really excited about. And I can't wait to meet every one of you. And I can't wait for us to be personal friends, colleagues, and professionals working together as a team.
Tom, you're absolutely right. I thank you very much for appointing me for CEO for Asia for USPCH. And I want to tell everyone here that this program is going to go into universities. So
Yes,
the
yes.
university, this is our key focus. We are going to take this scientific hypnosis program and be part of university curriculum. So if eventually in the future when you hear USPCH, it will be part of universities. And right now, all of you who are trained in July with Tom, you can be sure that your program will match those university programs in the future. And that makes you credible. Your university, you have something that universities offer, and you were trained by the founder of that program. And so it's very important for you to understand why you should be in this July program.
Can I add one thing?
Yeah.
That some of you might even become the professors in the universities throughout Asia working with Julian, USBCH, NPHA as the educators of scientific hypnosis. And imagine, can you imagine the future that every medical doctor, psychologist, psychiatrist, anyone in the healing arts professional world, can you imagine them now being part of re-educating themselves, redefining themselves, advancing their tools and technology by embracing neurophysiological scientific hypnosis? This is going to be the truth. And this
Yeah.
whole birthplace of this is right there with Julian and his team and staff and me in Malaysia. You really, I urge you to attend this training curriculum, and you'll be getting the um, uh, most advanced training manual, protocol training manual that you will be taking home to reinforcing, redefining, and utilizing within your practice. You'll be getting a training curriculum on scientific hypnosis that's way advanced, more advanced than any other book or any other training protocol out there. So you'll also get that tool to be taking home with you as part of your training course and your multiple certifications.
Now I want to share with you from a local perspective about being a hypnotherapist. Many years ago, I was a banker. 20 years as a banker, 15 years as a IT business solution architect, and then I became a hypnotherapist. Now, there's a reason why I choose hypnosis. At that time, when I was working in an office environment, I realized that hypnosis was the only occupation, even if I'm 90 years old, I just needed a chair and I could make money with a client. So you can see how versatile. Over the years, when I was working in an office environment, not many people knew me. But the day I became a hypnotist, I became Malaysia's well-known TV hypnosis, TV, radio, media, everything. It took me to places that gave me things that I could never dream of. I was and a hypnotist. When the minute you say you're a hypnotherapist, people just turn to you. You always get VIP treatment wherever you go. And here's the thing: many of y'all who are struggling at work and you don't have the time, you don't have that enough money to make, being a hypnotherapist enables you to control your time. You have also the ability to know when, how much money you can make. And today, in a world where every day you see in a newspaper about people having mental health issues, the market is flooded with clients. They use the word, the harvest is great, but the workers are few. So there's not enough workers. So That's why you'll notice that over the years, the hypnotherapist population has increased. When I first started in 2001, there were only three hypnotherapists in Malaysia, and I was one of them. And today you see it's all over. That indicates that there is a demand for hypnosis. What do you say, Tom?
I agree with you 100%. The time is right now because there are so many people that need your assistance, that need your methodologies, that really embrace hypnosis. And now that hypnosis is gaining such popularity in the scientific medical world, you're on the cutting edge of being the top in this field. Now, I don't want to brag about myself, but I live an amazing life, thank you to scientific hypnosis methods I've developed. I live in a huge house. You've seen my house. It's
Yeah.
gigantic on 40 acres of a forest. I live the life that some people have dreamed of. And I have been full time in this field for over 30 years. And I am my own boss. My empowerment of making money is endless. There's sometimes I'll work a few days, and this is the truth. In 2003 in England, I worked a few days in England for maybe a week total, and I had over 40,000 US dollars, more than what some people make in a full year or 2 years. So I'm not saying this to boast, but if you have the technology, which you will have, if you have the ability, which you will have, like I have, and if I have it, you're going to have it, we're all going to have it, and you have the ability to have a really good, financial free, successful, happy life. And really, it starts right there in Malaysia just by taking this course and then
Yes.
redefining your belief in yourself. That's the other thing. In this course, I will empower you, and you will empower yourself. We'll empower each other with more confidence, more desire, more motivation, more success, and understanding the process and being able to use that process to change other people's life, creating wealth and happiness for yourself and wealth and happiness and success for your clients. That's the truth.
Yes, I absolutely agree because Tom, this is a this is the right occupation. You're helping somebody, you're helping yourself, and most important, you're giving a quality of life to yourself. You're not stressed out working on a job. I've never seen a hypnotherapist who's stressed out doing hypnotherapy. Yeah.
But I have seen hypnotherapists and hypnotists who are lacking the knowledge, the techniques, and the ability and the skills. And
Yes.
that's why I'm in Malaysia to pass that on to you.
Yes.
Because being a hypnotist, hypnotherapist, or what I might call a hypnosis technologist and an ERP technologist is one of the most rewarding opportunities, most rewarding you could ever give yourself, your family, your life, and to others. So that's why it's so important that I am coming to Malaysia, and I hope to be coming back again and again and again and working with Julian and his team of USBCH Asia. But at the
Yes.
same time, it's going to be so fantastic that we will create this society together, this team together, you and us, and that we will continue to advance in the education after the training course. So our journey will continue and continue. We will continue to advance because I continue to redefine and scientifically validate new modalities, methodologies as they relate to neurophysiological scientific hypnosis. So come to this course. I'm so excited about empowering you to have the life maybe that you never knew that you could have. But I believe it's the truth. You deserve this life, and you're going to embrace it and have the greatest career you've ever had in your entire life.
Now, as the chairman for the Malaysian Professional Hypnotherapy Association, uh, we are a big team of members who have worked very hard over the years through this association now to reach out and help mental health in Malaysia. We also want to make sure that the quality of hypnosis in Malaysia is high, it's professional, and we have good patient care, following all the guidelines that are given by the Ministry of Health. So that's why we have brought an expert like Tom down to upgrade hypnosis in Malaysia. Now, here's a question that says, how long does it take for hypnotherapy to work? Sheila Chandran.
Okay, I'll answer that question.
Yeah.
Hypnotherapy is one of those sciences that have the most rapid, effective, long term results than any other technology. And depending on your skills and techniques, the processes that you conduct with your clients or patients can be 100% successful and effective in one session or even in a few sessions, or what we might call short term process work with your clients. And I don't think there's any other science that can make that claim. I've had people come in to see me, and within one session, they've let go of their panic attacks or their drug addictions or their negative habits, smoking, overeating, whatever it might be. So I think as a teacher of this technology, if you're trained by the right, professor, the right teacher and trainer, you'll be able to utilize this technology with short-term sessions with long and permanent results for your clients. And think about how amazing that will be, because your advertising and promotion of yourself will be based on all the referrals of the successes you've created for others that are telling everyone else about you. They will be part of your sales team, the successful clients that you are able to create these amazing successes with them. So hypnosis is a process that works rapidly with long-term results.
Tom, a question here. Um, we have participants who have asked us, what qualification do they need in order to join this course?
Well, the qualification is because we're raising the standards of hypnosis with ethics and everything else. It's all based on professional science. This is now the professional science that's coming to Malaysia. So if you've ever been trained in psychology, in medicine, a healthcare worker, practitioner, if you've had a training in hypnotherapy or psychology, or any of those, if you've ever been interested in just helping people change their lives, being an asset to society, if you've ever been interested in having a career that will be financially successful for you and your family, and even if you have never learned anything about hypnosis, this course is right for you. So to answer your question, everybody and anybody who comes to this training course starting July 17th in Malaysia, anyone who comes to USBCH Asia training protocol is the
Yes.
perfect person for being educated, empowered, um, having this belief system and understanding of the hypnosis, and then to go out and be as successful as you truly want to be. So this course is really, it's designed for you. It's designed for every one of you to attend this course. And like Julian said, seating is limited. There's only 20 seats left. And after that, the course, there won't be any more registration. So I implore you to register today. When you hear us talking now, contact Julian. If you see this video being replayed somewhere, contact Julian, USBCH agent, and register right now, because 20 seats goes fast.
Yeah.
And is the real deal, the truth.
So everybody, there you are. You heard him. You don't need a bachelor degree. You don't need anything. All you need is a good heart that wants to help somebody, and that's your qualification. And the
That's it.
next thing is you just need to get the fee and come. Trust me. I'll give you an
Can I?
example. Yeah, go
Okay.
ahead.
I
Go
was
ahead.
just going that when the course fills up, because it could fill up right now. So when the course fills up, I want to make sure that you understand that it's important that I personally train each and every one of you. So that's why I'm talking about registering now, because when the course fills up, we will not have any more seats available. And if you really are serious in learning the most advanced technology, scientific medical technology, and you want to have this life, this true life that you deserve, then I kind of just recommend that you don't wait too long. Don't think about it too long, because
Yeah.
once it's full, it's so sorry, but I have to keep the course at this standard of high application for every student in the course. And so I just wanted to mention that, Julian.
Yes, and also I want to also answer some of the questions that some of the participants asked. It's 5 days. Don't have the time. Look, guys, it's only 5 days of your life. 5 days of your life. If you were to take a flight and go to United States, meet Tom, book a hotel, pay for the rides, just to start up the course, it's going to be so much expensive. In fact, the
Yes.
fee that we are asking you is less than the flight ticket to go to the United States. Another thing is also 5 days for a professional education. This is not training, this is not corporate training or anything. This is a professional education that enables you to become a professional hypnotherapist. An education, a US education on the soil of Malaysia, organized by the Malaysia's Professional Hypnotherapy Association, your your endorsement and association. You are now being trained by the best hypnotists in the world, and it's only 5 days. Look, challenge the excuse and come.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. You know, Julian, how many people have regrets because they have a dream, they have a vision, they have a desire, they have a goal, and
Yeah.
because of one reason or another, they make an excuse, and then they look back and say, "Why didn't I take this opportunity? Why didn't I seize the moment?" Well, seriously, now's the time to seize the moment, to have that opportunity, to get what you really want in life. And the other great thing is, this is the course. We work together afterwards. I don't sell you on anything else like some other courses. I want to give you and teach you and present to you and empower you with the methods that I have worked and developed over 38 years. So you actually have this accelerated path to excellence, to training, to technology, to application, and to getting out there and enhancing your quality of life and others. Who can ask for more, Julian? Who could? And we're doing it at an affordable price every one of us can afford.
And also, dear participant, I just want to let you know too. This is organized by Malaysian Professional Hypnotherapy Association. As the chairman, I just want to let you know, when you graduate from this course, you're also given a membership, a 1 year membership into our association. In the association itself, you will have activities that enhance your ability to go out there. We have a lot of courses in there, business development. We teach confidence building, and there's Tom there doing the follow up on the continuous progressive development. Internally, we are in a team of the similar thinking, similar trained USH uh, therapist. So you are not alone. You're not alone in this world. You are together with an entire team practice hypnosis in one protocol that is scientific hypnosis, and you are in that incubator that you will continue to develop your skill, be profitable, and eventually, like like I tell everyone, you should be better than us.
Can I add one thing?
Yeah.
I'll be training you in conducting processes, the exact methodology and techniques on the internet, on whatever video platform that you're using, meaning you're enhancing the success of your business by working and integrating with clients and patients from all over the world. So I'll be teaching you these interactive techniques and methodologies that you will be able to utilize in the comfort of your own home, making lots of money and changing people's lives. So you're not just learning the techniques that you use just in an office, you're also learning the techniques that you can use online in real time, and that is in the technology like we're using now. So you will also learn online hypnotherapy and NLP. And then also my goal is certification also in all of the safety aspects of what we do. So we're raising the higher standards of ethics and safety and the most successful fertile ground for success for everyone that you're working with.
Yeah. See, this is very important. You see, when I first started learning hypnosis, well, as a therapist, the first thing we always want to do is to help people. Yes, fine, you're a great person, you learn about this new therapy that's called hypnosis. But what is really important is how can you monetize it? How can you use it to help yourself as you help other people? Because it's very important that to be a professional person is also to make it into an income. If
Yes.
you're invested into training, you're paying 8,000 ringgit for the course. So we want to ensure that you get the ROI, the return on investment in this whole process. We are not just selling a course, we are selling you a new hope, a new hope from what you have been doing all this while. Perhaps this is the time you will have more time with your family. At the same time, earn income that you never thought existed in your life. Like Tom said, perhaps you'll have the chance to buy that new car and have more time driving that car. You'll be have more time to be with your family, your children, select the time and schedule the time to see your clients at the same time make that kind of money. And I'm not joking because I've been in this for 23 years and I can vouch the lifestyle of a hypnotherapist. So 8,000 is nothing compared to the amount you do. Like the other day, a participant asked me, oh, I'm paying 8,000. I said, yes, trust me, within a 1 week, you'll make back that 8,000.
I have students that have trained with me over the years, because I've trained the technology around the world, but I've advanced it so much, and the most current advanced technology is coming right there to Malaysia. This is a hub, like you said. Um, I've had students that have trained with me that have beautiful cars, that have really nice homes they live in, and that actually have quality time with their family, to go on vacations, to do things, to choose when they want to work. They're not working a full 5 days a week, all day, every week, and coming home exhausted and tired and hoping that they have a little bit of downtime on Saturday or Sunday. No, it's like having this career, this part-time career that pays you more than any other full-time career you could have. So I mean, why would you want to embrace this at a cost that is um, just the registration is so low? I mean, it doesn't make any sense. If I was you, and this is the truth, if I was you, and this opportunity is for me, I would jump on it. I'd embrace it right now. I would have registered last month because I know the value in it. And the reason I know the value in it is because I have created it, worked hard to specialize it, perfect it, scientifically validate it, and I'm giving it to you. I'm passing it on to you. So seriously, I don't know if the course has already just been booked, the 20 seats, Julian. You'll have to tell me later. It might have already, they might already.
Add on to that, you see, Tom, you will agree on this. You're not just, when people look at a hypnotherapist, they think, oh, I'm going to be stuck in a clinic. No. a hypnotist, you can put this whole technology into corporate work. You can work with corporates and they pay bigger bucks per day. Yeah, you can work with events people. You can work in television. You can work in
Radio.
you'll be invited. I've been invited by state governments. I've been invited by universities. I've been invited by television media. I've been invited in so many things. I'm sure Tom has even more invitations than me over the years. Yeah. So we are not doing a corporate lobby here. We're sharing with you how your life will change after this course.
Absolutely. And your first success, the very big change and success in your life is contacting Julian, MPHA, USBCH Asia, and just registering, just making a commitment, not for me, not for you, but for yourself, for your life, for your quality of life, for your love for the science that we are involved in or the science you want to learn and develop for yourself, because we benefit too, and for the ones we work with. And you're absolutely right. I have conducted training protocols and courses in hospitals around the world, at universities and schools. Um, and I've had a lot. I've got to go to all these different countries and stay in five-star hotels and eat really good food, and it's all being paid for. And then come home, you know, with an amazing amount of money. I thought, I was working. I used to do radio shows, and I would travel around the United States, and I'd work in a hotel, and I'd see clients that would come in, people who's tried other methods and they weren't as successful as they wanted. So they came in to see me. And this is no lie, Julian. After about 5 days, I had about a stack of $100 bills, US dollar bills. And serious, my biggest goal was, how do I get home with all this cash, all this money? I
I
mean,
can
and
relate to
that's the
that,
truth.
Tom. I can relate to that. In the early days, we didn't have debit cards. We didn't have so much of banking, online banking system. And I used to remember when I come back from work because customer pay you cash, and they pay you thousands. So sometimes my I had comments from people at home saying, "Did you rob a bank because you take out all the cash and you put it on the table?" And it's so amazing. It gives you a good feeling, that you're doing. It gives you. It motivates you basically. Now,
It's so amazing. It's almost hard to believe, but
so
believe it because it's the truth. Go ahead. What were you going to say?
the truth is, why are we are not just saying, "Oh, how wonderful cash is," but what we are saying to say is, I s- I've been in roles of therapy. A lot of people today have gone into different type of therapy. They're all fantastic people. They help people. And some of them are fantastic healers. But as they heal people, they are sick and broke, and that's not right. And it has to be a win-win situation. So just to end this whole journey of revenue, I just want to summarize it to say, all right, great return on investment for this 8,000 that you're going to pay when you come into Tom Silver. So, if there's any questions there, we'll take one or two questions before we
I,
end this program.
I see a question about how can learning hypnotherapy help in the corporate world? Well, it doesn't just help, it's a tremendous asset in the corporate world because it can increase productivity in the workforce, in people that go into their job. It could be used, this technology of scientific hypnosis and ERT could be used to remove distractions, creating a greater state of focus concentration. It could be used also in the aspects of self hypnosis during a little break to be able to jumpstart and fine tune your energy so you're productive for the whole day. So, hypnosis and ERT and the technology you're going to learn in this training course, you could be applying it and setting up trainings in small companies, in large corporations, and you will be actually helping that corporation produce a higher quality of product. The people that are employed will have a higher sense of productivity and a greater sense of self-worth. In other words, with these techniques, if you take them in the corporate world, you'll be creating a happier, healthier, more successful, more confident, more motivated, more focused employee in the corporate structure. That right there is a benefit for everyone, the company, the employee, their financial success, and your financial success.
Well, just to add on to that, for all of you who are HR managers or in a senior corporate role, this program is offered as a HRDC public program. So please go back to your organization. You can contact us. If you don't know how to contact us, just type Tom Silver Malaysia in Facebook or Instagram or anywhere, and there's links to come back to us to MPHA, and you can inquire how you can get your grant number for this public program, and you can contact our training provider AKS, yes, a guy called Raymond, and he will guide you to enroll through HRDC and claim your allocation to come for this 5-day training program. That's one way where the company pays for you to come, and
Mm-hmm.
and it makes it easy for you. So we have we always believe make it very easy for the client to come to you, and that's our philosophy. We've done everything to make it easy for you to come for this. So
And I'm going to have to leave soon because some of the doctors and psychologists and other motivators and trainers are already gathering in the training room. And how exciting! I
yeah,
am teaching professionals in the medical, psychiatric, business world. I am
yeah.
teaching this technology and I'm passing it on to you. But I just want to say one thing. This is seriously, and this is the truth. I believe this is the best investment in your life that you can make right now. I truly believe it. And together as a team, all of us, as a family, I'm going to be part of your family, you're going to be in my family. We could advance this whole technology. We can teach people how to operate their minds correctly, when to think, what to think, how to think, when to stop thinking. You'll all be educated in the neuroscientific aspect of hypnosis, and you will be part of this whole new, um, I would say this whole new world of medical scientific hypnosis. You're going to be the founding fathers with me. People will be talking about you, and you will have the life, just like I have the life I deserve. Julian has the life that he deserves. You will have the life that you deserve. And all it takes is just a small commitment for you to make now or before it's sold out, that it's about time that I have this happiness and financial security that I deserve. So
So
that's basically
thank
what
you
I
very
want to say.
much. Thank you, Tom. And you know what? We'll be seeing you soon. And we are so glad you're coming down to Malaysia. Yes.
I am so excited about this. This is going to be my best, most advanced training, curriculum, application course that I've ever taught in the world. And that's the truth. And that's why my world tour is right there. And believe me, if I could, I'd cancel every other country and just stay right there in Malaysia. I would like to be there with your family. Come to your home for meals. You invite me. We go out. But that's
Yeah.
what it's going to be. You're just at the beginning of the very best, most exciting, happiest, um, financial successful opportunity in your life right now. And I'm glad to be there, to be your teacher, your educator, your professor, your trainer, and also your good friend.
Thank you so much. So, everybody, so this is where we are. We're going to wrap up for the night. And on behalf of Malaysian Professional Hypnotherapy Association, We would like to thank you for viewing this special talk show with Tom Silver. We this whole Facebook Live was designed so that we could explain to you, share with you some FAQs as to why you should come for this program. And MPHA is dedicated as Malaysia's most professional hypnotherapy association. And so you will be part of this family, and this family where we grow together as we help to make a better Malaysia. So, Eric, thank you, Tom, and thank you, everybody. Have a good
Thank you. Thank you, Julian. I just want to say thank you, Julian, for you
well.
believing what I have been developing and working so hard at doing and succeeding in now and accomplishing. Thank you for understanding the importance of scientific hypnosis. Thank you for inviting me to Malaysia. Thank you for introducing me to the greatest team of experts in hypnosis, MPHA, your organization. Thank you for carrying the message, the education, and the technology after I am no longer here and gone. Thank you for taking and continuing this work, this research, and the ability of people to really learn correctly what hypnosis is, how it works, and to be able to utilize it for their success, their happiness, and for others. So thank you. I want to thank you so much. And that's why that you are the president, the CEO, whatever you want to call it. You are now the founding father of scientific hypnosis. You are the founding father of USBCH Asia, and that's the truth. So
Thank you.
thank you,
Thank you.
thank you, thank you, my friend.
So, this ends the show, and thank you for watching. And we look forward to seeing you at the course. And let's make a great course in Kuala Lumpur with Tom Silver. Good night, everybody.
Absolutely. Good night, everyone.